you know, the lineup is what it is, but it's nice to see Skye get up there and get a few base hits, and you know, maybe that'll help him.
What was the main motivation behind that move? Was it putting Skye's speed up at the top? Was it putting Russell's bat down the lineup?
It's excuse me for interrupting. It's mostly about on base, you know, percentage and having the right guys up there in RBI situations. You know, we've played enough games now where you can see kind of who's been on base and who, and Skye has walked a lot this year, so his on base percentage is up there a little bit, and you know, we need Michael Russell up there with, you know, with people on base.
Do you think this is something you'll stick with for a couple more games, or maybe switch it up next time?
At least one. At least one. I mean, he'll be in there tomorrow, I'm sure, and you know, we'll see.
Bolt's obviously an incredibly athletic player, brings a lot of things to the table. You know, what type of dynamic does he kind of add to that leadoff spot?
Well, I mean, he's, you know, a switch hitter for one, and you know, we need him to steal some bags for us tonight. You know, down the stretch, we didn't really have an opportunity tonight, but he's also got some power in there. So, you know, just I don't know. It's just, I don't know if he's ever hit leadoff before. I didn't really ask him. I just put him in there.
Do you feel like you guys are starting to peak around the right time? You know, coming off exams, open up this end stretch with a big win.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just one game. It's a good start to, you know, kind of obviously the post-exam period, and we pitched exceptionally well. This is how we have to win games right here. We need to pitch well and try to get a lead, and then hold on to that lead, and you know, and play good defense behind good pitching. That's just how we have to win games. It's pretty typical of probably about 75% of the games we've won, at least lately.
You mentioned good pitching, and Zac Gallen had a great performance today, maybe his best of the season. How important is it to get him going?
Well, it's very important. And you know, after giving up 2 hits there in the first inning, and maybe them having a little bit of confidence, and then come back and pitch like he did, you know, the middle of the game, and obviously Corey helped us that one inning where they did try to you know, put some pressure on us, and Corey throwing those 2 guys out was huge at second base, and Trevor came in. Trevor's been really good for us down the stretch.
In terms of, you know, Zach's been starting a lot for you guys on Sunday. Can you walk us through the thought process of kind of moving him to the weekday and what that means going forward?
Well, I mean, he's got, you know, he'll have 4 days rest, so he didn't throw that many pitches. I think he was at 82 there, so you know, we can bring him back. You know, he's got 4 days throwing on 5 days, and that's, a lot of guys do that. You don't do it in college much, but he should be ready to throw Sunday.
How much more confident does it make you to come out and have a good outing like this, you know, heading into the series against Florida State?
Definitely a big confidence booster all around. I mean, definitely want to start playing your best baseball towards the end of the season when it really counts. And I think with the next 2 series coming up, we're really starting to click, starting to find everything, put it all together, and I think we should be all right.
Does it feel like you guys are peaking right now coming off exams?
Definitely. I mean, you could just tell, like, a lot of guys were done a little earlier in the week, but everybody's done today, so you could just tell everybody just went out there, had some fun, like nothing to worry about doing homework or anything later that night, so everybody felt well.
What was it like starting from third today?
You know, I had to wait 2 more batters to get my first at bat, so you know, I was a little impatient, but I managed. So.
I was saying, you said before that it was hard to do leadoff because you had to get faster, and now speed up to slow down?
Well, you know, I'd gotten in that habit, you know, of like sprinting in, throwing the batting gloves on, and I really had to kind of jog it in, and it was tough. So kind of played some mental games, but I think we handled it pretty well as a team. So.
Yeah.
After the how you doing, bud? After the good weekend against Virginia Tech, the ECU game was obviously a tough loss. How do you think the 6-day break for exams helped you guys?
I think, you know, it's big. I said earlier, we have a big history of after exams playing really good baseball. So we kind of started that trend again tonight, and hopefully that'll continue.
Well, the stress of class is off of you, grades, all the other distractions aside. And for me personally, you know, I didn't pick up a ball for 3 days. Just stayed in the weight room, and it was, you know, it was all minds off baseball.
Good, thanks.
You got it.
Did you feel more comfortable hitting leadoff tonight? I think that helped.
It was something that I've never done before, but you know, it's something that got me more pitches to hit. And again, with this approach, to just see a ball early in the count and put a good swing on a ball early in the count, it helped and played to my advantage and my teammates' advantage tonight as I was on base and able to be driven in. So getting there with that leadoff spot, you know, I'll continue to roll with it as long as I can continue to help the team, you know.
A big performance today, great defense, and a lot of offensive production out of the 6-day rest. What does that do for coming down to the end of the season and kind of give you guys some big momentum?
That's huge. I mean, I think guys kind of lose track, especially the freshmen and bystanders, the same, of how many games we play. We're down here every day, you know. You're working out three days, maybe 4 days a week if you do it on your own, and the other 5 to 6 days you're down here either practicing or playing. So, you know, while we're not taking every day off, maybe mentally or, you know, snagging a few reps, whether it's ground balls or batting cage down here the past 6 days, you're trying to do as little stuff associated with baseball as possible. And so that's what I took with me, and I know the guys that I was with and some of our other teammates, we did the same thing. And you know, it recharges your battery. You know, you come into the game playing it for fun, playing the game you love versus, you know, the pressure of exams and so forth before that.